Hey guys, this is like Disco Elysium Part 5. Might be Part 6. I'm so forgetting, I'm sorry. But so yeah. Uh what was I doing again? Oh yeah, I just took a long walk with that lady. And so now we're going to sorry, my brain does not work. You can probably tell I've never done voiceovers before. Okay. But it's okay, 'cause to get better at anything you have to practice, of course. Okay. Uh, so we're looking for. Well, Kim's gone right now. We're looking for Ruby. Uh, I guess what we need to do is we need to wait for. Really just need to wait for Kim to be done taking the corpse back. I don't even know how long it takes. I forgot. Okay. We'll just have to do other things to pass the time. Talk to those stupid kids. Well, should I be an
The
asshole?
scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
We can say children are stupid, but like, it's kind of mean, isn't it? Yeah, I don't want to be mean. If you selected every single dialogue option in this game, you'd be a horrible person. You have to be selective. Oh my gosh, the birds in this game sound like one of my dogs crying. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I've been in this area for a few days now. I'll understand why that seems so new to me. I don't know. I feel like I've done almost everything. Anything I can sell? I read somewhere that you should sell every single postcard. Hold on. Okay, I think I probably should, before I sell that to the pawn shop, I probably could, my brain. Why is my brain not working? Before I sell that to the pawn shop, I probably can, now that I know the password, I probably can find out what's on it. So, let's be sneaky. Find out what's on it. Well, actually, whenever you do anything in this game, it's nice to have Kim with you, 'cause more dialogue. I'm just gonna wait for Kim to get
You
back.
sit on the wind-worn wooden planks of the bench. Your feet ache. You finally stop picking your nose. Time passes. The sun does its best to ward off the chill of the coast. It barely helps, as if the world itself has turned against you. The twiddling barely keeps your hands warm against the frigid wind blowing from the coast. Time passes. You wonder how Time passes. You wonder how your gun is doing. This case is unsolvable. You should just give up right now and apologize to the whole town.
Hell no.
Time passes. You wonder how your gun is doing. Hopefully, it's
You already
okay.
said that.
Time passes. How well would a melody complement Egghead's aggressive beats? Can he truly craft something extremely new and exciting?
Oh wait, I'm missing the meeting. Oh crap. I wonder if I can get to it on time. Good thing is I don't think I did anything, so I can just skip load my last save. Oh wait, it's in the apartment complex, right? Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Come on, Harry. Run your stupid hairy legs as fast as you can. We have to become communists. Well, we already kind of are, but we have to solidify it. Okay. Wait, are they in this building again? Okay. Bruh.
As you approach the metal grill, you can hear several voices having what appears to be an animated discussion. This must be it. Beyond this door lies the beating heart of radical communism in Martinez. Somehow, the night air softens the smell of trash and sea brine. As the breeze pulls through the canvas like a shuttle through a loom, you catch a hint of something unexpected. Something earthy, warm,
Excuse me.
and burnt. The acrid smell of failure. No, that's just slightly burnt coffee. A smell you would recognize anywhere.
Just look at this pig, sniffing about after hours.
The metal grill is cool to the touch. You can make out at least two separate voices. Two voices, both male, approximately early 20s.
Careful with those now. I have it. It's going to work. I can feel it.
Hold on, let's get on our awesome communist outfit. Let's see. My brain's not working. The default shirt. Of course we need the default shirt. And there we have it. These pants don't really match, do they, though? Sort of black pants. Now those match. Are the black jeans just texture swaps of these ones? That's fun. Alright, we look awesome.
You can hear the clang of metal reverberates all along the scaffolding. The voices coming from the other side fall silent. A pair of frightened hares cowering in some dark crevice of their burrow.
Who's there? Is that you, Maurice? Who said communist? Did we say communist? Get out of here.
For a moment, silence.
What's the passphrase? Are you locked out of your radio computer or something? No. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4. Did he say something about sausages?
I love this game.
He said something about moles. Perhaps he's just a night-wandering lunatic.
Butthole.
No, it's not. We don't do ironic passphrases here. Not a chance. We can't afford to compromise on our operation. Not at this point. Come back when you know the passphrase.
Look at that! The pig's trying to break in without the passphrase. Tisk tisk.
The metal grill is cool to the touch. The long you hear the voices conferring once again.
He came back? Do you have the passphrase this time? Not a chance.
Look at that.
The metal grill is cool. You hear
He came back.
there's no response. You begin to wonder whether they've slipped out some back way. No, they're still there. You can feel them back there.
All right. The key's taped to the back of the door frame. Just make sure you put it back when you're done, or we'll all be locked out. And do watch the concrete. It just kind of falls away. In place.
Have fun at your underground meeting, pig. Hope it's a blast.
Oh my gosh, Cindy, I've tried this whole playthrough to be nice to you. You're just such an asshole. I can't stand you.
The two young men are either oblivious to or
Is that us
ignoring
on?
your entrance. Their attentions are fixed on whatever it is they're stacking in the middle of the floor. Matchboxes, it appears.
I think it's holding, Alexis.
It is. It's holding.
Careful, careful.
Whoa, y'all suck at dominoes.
Damn, hardly any difference. You're late.
He should know the meeting starts at 10 p.m. sharp.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I was just, I forgot.
Hey, Esteban. Isn't that your jacket?
This certainly looks like my jacket, Ulixus. Where did you get that, gendarme? Yeah, I'm sure you did. That's real Saramaritsian twill. Only old Saramaritsian communists and drug smugglers wear those anymore.
Okay, bro, this is a video game, okay? If I see stuff, I'm gonna pick it up.
See, Uli? It's just like Mazovrot. How does it go again?
Those committed to the rights of property are those most apt to violate them.
I assumed it was Maurice who broke into my room to play a trick on me. I didn't think I'd actually been raided by the RCM.
There is surprise in his voice, naturally. But is that a note of excitement you also detect?
Absolutely not. You have to keep it. Can you imagine the look on Maurice's face when he finds out the RCM has been kicking my door down?
He'll shit himself. Positively.
And now they've sent one of their agents to infiltrate our meeting. The RCM wants to join us? Interesting. Does that mean you've done the reading?
Uh-oh. No one said anything about reading. You'll just have to win this one.
Yes, a revolutionary reading group. The most ideologically advanced materialist reading group in our days. But it sounds like that's news to you.
I've got to respond to a text, so skip ahead if you want me to. Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
There's profound consternation in his voice. You suspect it's about something bigger than your not having done the reading.
Maybe he can explain himself.
In the most generous sense, I would say we're cultivating revolutionary consciousness.
Um, okay.
Yes, that's probably the best way to describe it.
Uh, can y'all stop using fancy words? I just want, free healthcare and, to eat rich people and stuff.
But more specifically, we are running a reading group. It's the most rigorous and theoretically advanced materialist reading group in Martinaise.
What?
Comrade Steban is a great discussion leader, one of the best at the university.
Oh, I know university. Like, Monster University.
Yawn. Can you imagine anything duller than a bunch of Beano-clads yanking each other's knobs?
Okay, well, I'm not. This sounds really nerdy, but I'm not an asshole. So, seems like the nicest dialogue action.
We have been known to get into some spirited debates, but it's always in service of our larger intellectual and ideological project.
Dialogue action. Why do they say dialogue action?
Precisely. We are not interested in senseless parroting. We like to read critically.
Within the contours of Mazovian historical materialism, of course.
Huh. As though you can call that problem teaching.
One thing you learn quickly at university is that you're not going to find a real education in any lecture hall or discussion seminar.
We are post-attendance, basically.
Exactly. The only worthwhile part of the so-called École Normale de Revachol is the library. That's where we've made our greatest critical strides. We study all the foundational texts of Mazovian theory, of course. Just last week we finished the second volume of Puncher and Watman's Innocence of Capital.
Truly extraordinary.
And before that we spent 6 weeks on State and Plasm.
Yawn.
Uh-oh. You can feel your attention span rapidly deteriorating. Your attention detaches. The voices of the young men fade away. It's a cool evening, you notice. Out beyond the dull chatter, you catch the sound of a distant seabird, and of course, the sound of the large stretches of canvas that cover the missing sections of the wall. The way they billow in the night breeze reminds you of something. That must be it. You imagine yourself in a small dinghy buoyed along gentle swells. In another life, you might have made a fine seafaring man. Who knows, you may become one yet.
I could.
Gradually, the pleasant sensation recedes. You turn your attention to the two young men who appear just about finished.
Well, finally.
And before that, there was Abelard's Impé Infernal.
But, of course, our special emphasis is on the theories of Ignace Nielsen and his followers, especially the inframaterialists. If you're not familiar with them, it's pretty advanced stuff. You may not be ready for it yet, Gendarme. Only Krasmazov's most trusted lieutenant, the evangelist of the revolution, and the founding father of the People's Republic of Samara.
It's hard to overstate how unimpressed he is that you've never heard of this world historical individual.
Okay, I'm sorry, dude. I mean, everybody's, been at a point where they haven't heard of him, you know? You don't come out of womb knowing everything, idiot.
He also happens to be the greatest communist theorist after Mazov himself. It was Nielsen who first postulated the existence of ideological plasm, which forms the basis of inframaterialist theory.
The writers of this game, put so much thought into the lore, because all of this is just made up. But it sounds so real.
Plasm, huh? Sounds like a hell of a drug. You might want to ask about it.
No, stop it. Electrochemistry, shut up.
The young man sighs. His companion looks about furtively.
Ugh, I'm not asking that.
What do you mean? This is the reading group. We're in something of a rebuilding phase.
Some of our former comrades didn't have the ideological fortitude our work demands.
Intellectual attrition is maybe the best way to describe it. Felix said he couldn't keep up with the reading on top of his classwork. And Susanna wanted to read text other than Mazovian theory. Like novels, if you can believe it.
Oh, I mean, I doubt that y'all are the only two communists in the world, bro. It's probably y'all just haven't found everyone yet.
We've tried recruiting new members, but unfortunately the current intellectual climate is pretty hostile to inframaterialist thought. These days, if you're on the left, the ascendant schools are the Godwaldians and their iconoclasts.
The what?
Don't forget about Maurice and the turnips.
Turnips?
Right. Then there was the whole turnip debacle.
Whatever this turnip business is about, one thing is perfectly clear. These young students have a much deeper understanding of communism than you do. You could learn a thing or two from them. If you can convince them you're one of them.
It's an unfortunate story. You see, our ex-comrade Maurice is something of an economist.
A what?
He's studying macro and microeconomics.
Right. So a few weeks ago we were discussing the extra physical capabilities of the revolutionary state. And Maurice said, what were his exact words, Ulexis?
My brain is gonna explode. What are these
It
words?
was unbelievable. He said, turnips don't care if they are grown by communists, moralists, or Vulcan. They grow just the same.
Basically, he was rejecting the whole foundation of inframaterialist theory. Simply that under suitably revolutionary conditions, crop yields naturally increase relative to non-revolutionary crops, which Maurice somehow has the gall to deny.
Could that be true? I mean, when people are happier, they work harder, I'm pretty sure. So maybe. But like, being happy doesn't magically make plants that don't have any feelings or brains grow faster. I don't know.
Susanna said that he has been hanging out with some non-communists lately.
For us, the question boiled down to, if you don't even accept the basic ideas of Nielsen and inframaterialist theory, why are you in the reading group? Well, it wasn't so much that he was expelled.
He just quit coming. We haven't seen him around for weeks.
They're the most depressing school of communism. They love writing long books with a patina of Mazovian theory to cover up their cheap psychologizing.
A gang of cheap psychologists and intellectual midgets. Typical Godwalders, in other words.
Yeah, I hate people who read long, boring books.
It's okay for Uli to say that, because his dad is from Gottwald. The Gottwald school believe that intellectuals as a class are capable of sparking revolutionary change. So all they can do is critique capitalism from inside itself. That's why they spend all their time smoking cigarettes and writing long works of criticism that make you want to commit suicide.
Yeah, that does sound
It
miserable.
is miserable. That's probably why they're always committing suicide. You see, the Gottwald school look like communists. They talk like communists. But scratch the patina and you'll see beneath that they're just depressed liberals who've read too many books. Cindy is... how to describe her role?
Something of an ideological auxiliary, perhaps.
Yes, that's exactly how I would put it. And naturally, we support her radical counter-liberal aesthetics.
But she refuses to submit an essay, so we can't call her a member of the group per se.
Oh, I don't know if I want to submit an essay. But I do really want to be part of the group. I'd probably make an essay just to be a part of the group, because I want to be a part of the group that bad. But I hate essays.
That doesn't stop her from using the room for studio space, of course.
Ugh. Cindy is an asshole to me. Guys, y'all don't understand.
For starters, they love talking about beans. Oh, sure. But iconoclasts are obsessed with beans. They love thinking about beans. They love counting beans. But most of all, they love building models to predict how many beans there'll be in the future.
Well, these people really like beans.
They're by far the most bean-centric school of communism.
Ah, yes, the much maligned bean counters, ensconced in their think tanks and high rises, believing they can save the world through a series of incremental, assiduously technocratic reforms.
Empathy? What the hell are you talking about?
If only. They've got all the beans accounted for in their asset sheets, their quarterly budgets, their future projections. But for some reason, there are never enough beans to go around. So we've just got to cut our bean rations in half.
I hate beans.
And next thing you know, there are budget cuts.
Actually,
so
I
now
like
we've got
jelly
to cut the
beans.
bean rations in half again.
Well, actually, I like some jelly beans, but I hate most of them. Like pear should be considered a Bean Boozled flavor. It's so bad. Like, I hate most jelly beans, but popcorn and bubble gum are really good. I love this. Green apple too. I wish they made packages with all my favorites, but they make packages, but you know, no one has the same taste. So I don't think, no matter how many different combinations they make, I don't think anyone would be satisfied.
You see, iconoclasts claim to be communists, but in reality they're just liberals with hard-ons for spreadsheets. Of course not. The only people who actually call themselves liberals are mouth-foaming reactionaries.
Basically indistinguishable from fascists. You'd need an X-ray machine to tell the difference.
Go ahead.
The young man frowns at the little pile of boxes on the floor.
Nothing, just messing around until the meeting started.
Oh, well, that looked fun. Y'all said the meeting started at 20. Wait, it's military time, so 10 p.m. I guess that would be. So why were y'all doing that 2 hours after the meeting? I guess the developers didn't account for that.
We typically only accept new members once per semester. There's this whole process with essays and presentations on assigned topics. But given that we have some extra seating at the moment, I guess we could be convinced to expedite an application or two.
This music is loud.
Steven, you can't be serious. For gendarme?
I am serious. As materialists, we've got to adapt to conditions as they are. Besides, he'll still need to pass the interview portion of the entrance process. Assuming he's even still interested, that is.
Is it getting warm?
Ah,
There seems to be a little pool of sweat forming in the depression of your lower back. You did. You must be extremely nervous for some reason. Oh, totally. A superstar breaking out in a cold sweat. Excellent work. Now there's a dark handprint on the back of your shirt. Everyone will be able to see the evidence of your overactive sweat glands.
funny thing is, I sweat a shit ton in real life. Actually, I've recently found out that the medicine I'm taking makes you sweat a lot, so that's why I sweat so much. It's kind of crazy.
No, you're terrible at them. The thought of
Ouch.
everyone looking at you, judging you, makes you want to heave, frankly.
Okay, I have that feeling a lot.
Let's be frank. They're probably way smarter than you. You bet they've read more books than you can even name.
Probably.
The hardest part will just be working up the nerve to ask without soiling yourself.
Yeah, probably.
Everything all right, gendarme? You look a little green about the gills.
Don't have any shit, no skill points. Uh-oh.
Sure, we're here most every night. Maybe we'll catch you again.
Sleep well, gendarme.
Cobblestone? Is that a freaking Minecraft reference? I hate coffee. Well, actually, I do like coffee. It's confusing. I have a love-hate relationship with coffee. Basically. Black coffee is fucking disgusting. But, you know, mochas and stuff with a bunch of sugar and milk, which is basically not even coffee. It's basically just caffeinated milkshakes and stuff. I love those. Or like the frosted coffee from Chick-fil-A, that's good. You know. But then I've turned coffee into such a chore. I have to drink it every morning. It's more annoying than tasty anymore, so I actually would prefer to just stop drinking it altogether. Oh no, I should have put on composure increasing stuff before I talked to him, because now I have to level up my composure. Bruh. Maybe there's something I can do to increase my...
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural? What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells? Ugh, alright, sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military grade handwear. Look cute as hell.
Ooh, thank you.
Could that girl have been little Lily? It's not
Perhaps
a
I
bad
was
place
too
to start.
harsh on you, Cindy.
Could have been her. Small kid with giant white armored hands. If you've seen one of them, you've seen them all.
Okay, thank you. I've already been here. Oh, I love rats. Mice are scary, but I feel like it's just human instinct because when you really think about it, they're adorable looking. But if I saw a rat crawling on my desk right now, I'd freak out, so it's weird. Why are they simultaneously cute and scary? It's confusing. Gary.
The door is closed again. Nothing to do here anymore.
Gary's a racist, so let's
You hear
troll
someone
him.
inside, walking from room to room. Whoever lives here must be back home.
Can
The
we
door
not
is
break
closed.
in
You
into?
hear someone. The door is. You hear.
I want to be. I want to be a moral person. So, and what a very moral thing to do is to troll the hell out of racists, but they won't let me.
The door is closed.
I'm
You
allowed
hear.
to. Lets me be a jerk to so many people, but not to racists. Are you kidding me? can enter to everyone else's house with the racists. Like, are you serious, bro? It's not fair. I probably could get some level up some if I check the filament. Probably need a flashlight.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Cast like a smooth draw, the filament slide the speaker.
Good evening. Please repeat.
Oh,
Is
sorry
this
for
the
skipping the
production
dialogue. I've
schedule?
heard this all before.
Good. Good. I've unlocked the production schedule. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
And
Tiles on the cube are still with a quiet determination. The printer starts printing, a piece of paper unfolding like a handheld fan. A black crisscross of letters covers its surface. It's a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Schott, about Whirl Untethered, a radio game developed by Studio Fortress Accident. The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production schedule.
Money.
In its short time of existence, Fortress Accident SCA managed to burn through truly insane amounts of money. The first tranche of seed financing brought in 150,000 Riyal, but then came the delays.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Eventually, the damage reached 400,000 Riyal, with only half of the game finished.
Real is very confusing. Is one real $100 or $10? I'm very confused. I'm gonna say that 1 real is equivalent to $10 because the magnesium is like free real, and then real life magnesium is like $30, I think. So that makes the most sense to me.
400,000 Riyal? Yo. These guys knew how to party.
Yeah, so that's like a million. 1,500,000. Just a lot.
Let's just say it was a real adventure for their Igaunian investor. Fortress Accident employed 18 people, the bulk of the team composed of writers and concept artists. There were also radio programmers, sound engineers, a CEO, 2 marketing experts. And a single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pyrrolidon in the basement to escape his obligations. But on the other hand, their obligations were piling up at an inhumane rate, a rate that could only be amended by Pyrrolidon. The production schedule depicts their glorious descent into bankruptcy.
me when I play Monopoly.
It was impossible not to fail. The project was too large, and no amount of money could satiate the ever-expanding ambitions of the development team.
No amount of money could satiate me either.
They tried to make a 4 million real game with 400,000 in their bank account.
Well, they were a tenth there, which is kind of crazy, you know? 10% is a lot. Just do that 9 more times.
They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower and imagination. They couldn't.
Oh,
No, you couldn't have.
shut up.
Definitely not.
Shut up!
Not a chance.
Fuck you.
Even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never entirely disappeared. That is until they discovered the Valley of the Heads. At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jimsk-born Sulisław Jalisa, decided that what Wirral Untethered needed was a secret mystical location at the extreme edge of the map. This place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air by a professional actor.
Headless. Whoa, they must have a ton of Robux. But
The world had never seen their kind before, and might never again. So many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined.
Whoa, what's 10,000 times 31,000 Robux? Calculator. I'm looking up the calculator on my phone. 10,000 times 31. It's 3.1 E8. I'm really bad at math. What does the E mean? What? What the heck, bro? 10,000 times 31,000. Uh, 31. I guess 31 million. Wow. David Buzuki's rolling the dough right now, dude. It's a lot of Robux money. Uh,
Do you really want to know? There seems to be a calculation here, but it may take a while.
I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? Oh my god. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh no.
What if you broke the radio computer? What if it's never going to stop? Well, yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss.
Thank you, mainframe.
On the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production log. It comes at the very end where things get fuzzy and dark, where tables and numbers seem to vanish into an eerie nothingness before the Egonian investors pulled the plug. What is clear is that one day an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on the East Insulindian Lintel front, just as the Wirral Untethered project was being compiled that day. Something spooky happened with the machines, and the game was lost.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense, thank you.
The team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel. Always read the terms of service.
I pressed the space bar. I'd even read what he said. Team speaks on the phone. Wintel Beans. A service provider, but despite their diagnosis, they can never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss. Okay.
Mysteriously enough, it seems that the off-site copy happened to be on-site when the catastrophic data loss occurred.
Wow. So if the off-site copy is a liar, because it's actually on-site.
It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the off-site copy and, well, keep it off-site. An explanatory note from the lead programmer has been attached. S. Luukinen Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. The off-site copy was on-site because there was no off-site anymore. Not for me, not after 8 months of crunch.
Captain Crunch.
I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. The temperature conditions were optimal. Her former colleagues would agree with you. The production schedule ends with a few random notes that seem to be added sometime later. 4 months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under, too. Slipstream switched to making skis, and the hairdressers just left, cursing Martinez. They're right, though. Something's seriously wrong with this place. Martinez. All of it. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of the error on the East Insulindian front on that day. Since the computation happened on air, I reckoned it had to coincide with an actually existing
Yeah, that was
location.
me yawning. I'm very interested in this topic.
I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is Saint-Brun 1147. I am going there to look this thing in the eye. In its short time of existence, Fortress
no.
Accident SCA managed to
I
burn
wanted to
through
read the
truly
dialogue
insane.
options.
The
Oh wait,
event-
I already
let's-
learned
in
about
its-
this.
if-
Oh,
let's-
crap.
in its event 4, let's just say it was a real adventure, for their Igauni tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Alright. Very eye-opening. Riveting stuff. Ooh. Yeah, where are they? My first playthrough, I didn't really do what's order die.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die? Of course. Tell me what you have in mind. A star that fell from the firmament? Those cost more than 7 real. Are you sure? Yes, you definitely have the proper attitude. How about a pair of 100-sided dice, made of ivory and inlaid with lodestone, a naturally occurring magnet, to complement your magnetic personality? 10 real, and I can get these ready in 8 hours.
I don't want any ivory dough. It's elephant tusks. That's very cruel.
Maybe you have some other ideas for dice? How about an amber die?
Ooh, amber.
Who told you amber was cheap? It's beautiful, really,
It
and has
is.
been treasured since the ancient times. For 7 real, I'll craft you a 13-sided die from piece of amber with a fossilized insect. It's perfect for those who can't seem to let go of their past.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
I had a feeling. Great, see you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
Alright, let's wear some clothes that level up Shivers. Empathy, electrochemistry, physical endurance, Shivers. I don't want that. That takes away Shivers. 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 Alright. Are we wearing anything that takes away shivers? Because we don't want that. No.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a dye?
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
Didn't we already talk about this? What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guilain 10.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture, its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
This doesn't make any sense. Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from? And what? Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces. She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
Do you know what this is? It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents.
Oh.
I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan. It wasn't just the jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney? Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it.
True.
That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world. But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer.
Okay. Alright, so this was really fun. But I think I might end the recording here because I have to go bath. I'm probably gonna be back like right after I finish the bathroom. But you know, it's easy though. These are just rough drafts. I don't do any editing, so I could probably cut them into 1 minute long parts, and it would be still be pretty easy to upload them. So, bye for now.